mic tripping. If I turn my phone sideways, or if you turn the video to a tilt, it looks like the little Space Jam thing, right? But it's in the middle. So, low key, this looks like a Niburu, just like the picture. You see how I got the 2 points? One at the top, one at the bottom. The thing is, it's just on an elliptical tilt. But that's definitely what they call Nemesis right there. No cap. I mean, they cool. Obviously, 'cause they just chilling. I feel like it's been a lot of public announcements made legally amongst a lot of people posting on here. And not even knowing they're doing it sometimes. The shit, they're doing it to their automated system. So as they pick up on these frequencies, it speeds the automated system up like a timeline thing. So, but the DNA matches the timeline. If you just start to remember, it start to seem like you already been here before. You feel me? That's when you realize everything connects to your DNA. That's the whole 369 thing. Study your DNA. That's why they're trying to make everything metaphysical. So it deals with the biology, the pathology, and the chemistry of you. You got inputs and outputs to you, just like everything else. Left, right, up and down. That's the cross. Dealing with the X. Shit. The cross is an X. All you gotta do is tilt it. So let me let's get back to the point. So on the map, if I had a cross as the grid, representing left and right, the universal line, and the equator. In other words, the Greenwich line and the equator. You would have a cross that's shown, but around the 360 shit is different. If you put things degrees around the 360, it comes out different. So getting back to the point, that cross has been turning into an X. And that X is turning back to a parallel. Just like the Gemini sign, dealing with the air changing, connects above and below. Right? Like all three signs of the air pretty much shows you. Like Aquarius is pretty much the charge. Like if you want to draw a picture, right, and you use the Aquarius sign for lightning or a charge, like a battery or something, it looks the same, bro. So Aquarius represents this charge. As we go into this new moon, I've been trying to tell y'all this whole time, a lot of people might be talking about the 6th and the 5th and stuff, but I don't even know where that shit come from, because that's not matching what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you what's happening on a physical state. It's that as a timeline, but that's what the whole pole shift is about. This 3,600 years of Niburu being around. That's 3,600 years of DNA being exposed. Of memory being exposed to your DNA. If you match it frequency-wise. But that's why they attack your physical and your mental every day. Because that deals with your etheric body. But this right here, no cap, is in the middle. there's nothing blocking this jump too. It look like it's clouds, and it's not. Let's turn the brightness down. See? Turn the brightness down. It looks like a big ass crystal in the star. Like, that is, oh my good, bro. That is a mothership. You feel me? Like, yesterday or the other day when I did this, it was just a circle that looked like the moon. This is a fucking ship, and it looks just like the picture that's on the other videos I've posted. Like, oh my goodness. So this is when I have to be like, I'm right, but I be trying to hope that I'm not right. Sometimes that's just not cool sometimes, but it is cool. So this shit's really about to happen. Kind of like Alexa said, it's about to skip. 2024 doesn't start till like Valentine's Day. This timeline shit I've been explaining you matches that shit. So I would try to listen and grasp what I was really trying to say, because I'm gonna do this shit one more time, and after that I'm not doing it no more. You feel me? I'm just not. You feel me? I mean, I'm gonna have to, maybe, but I just want to see what happens after. Like, am I gonna have to explain this shit afterwards? Or I'm just gonna be sitting there like, yo, the only thing I do know is not to be in fear, just be aware. Because when you remove the fear and just, that's awareness. Now you're receiving your awareness. And your awareness is your intuition, dealing with your soul, your energy. So there's guidance with that, you know? So like, no worries, just the whole point is to see if you can be at peace, if you can find contentment in any type of circumstance. If not, then that creates trials and tribulations. Simple. Shit, but the thing I've been trying to see is like, because when people were saying people can shift, I had to like see how. So I guess like in the astros and from the shit that I've been like researching on here, like, this shit could really happen. And it's because of the frequency of the sun. Like, you don't know your cells are mutating under the sun. And dealing with what's in your body is dealing with what it mutates with. So if you're eating a lot of animals, and all diseases come from animals, starting from your mucus, what do you think it'll start to do sometimes? It'll start to block your air. Depending on the type of person you are, it might just start getting you back on point. But at the end of the day, like, this light plus the heat is an activator to the cell, but it's also an activator to the other shit. You feel me? It's pros and cons. But at the end of the day, it's UVC hitting, which is a germ detoxifier. So if you matching energy, then your cells should be able to reproduce in a positive variant way. You feel me? Because the variant is like some Knight Templar secret shit, dealing with changes, dealing with a DNA sequence. You know, like you can look it up yourself. Like it's all there. Just look up variant in medical terms and start reading all the definitions, and then gain clarity. That's talking about you, but also talking about your DNA and what's going on. Delta is what this is. So these portals must mean it's just Nibiru popping up on us just to see what's going on. Or is that a Nibiru state? You feel me? So it's like 4 times that's dealing with Ezekiel's will, but it also deals with the planet going to a higher state. So right now we're in one of these quarters, but it's dealing with the 12. 12 is a 3. Okay, so it deals with a rebirth. You feel me? Because 3, 6, 9 of the year has to have a rebirth for it to go around a 360. So the 12 is a 3. So that means April is really New Year's on April Fools. But the thing is about this shit with the timeline, it gets tricky. That's why Alexa said 2024 starts February. Okay? So during these quarters, you got 4. And I've been giving you these dates and these timeline years dealing with the 6. It's the same dates. But you have to realize what the 3rd one is before the 4th one. The 4th one deals with the 7 gates being denoted or open. Because that's going to deal with another time, like when the sun is at maximum, ready to denote something. Like it's 8 M flares going off, and you know A plus B plus C equals M, but A plus B plus C plus M equals X. You feel me? So that's dealing with you at this time because it's more magnetism since there's no ozone layer blocking it from you. So there's more magnetism to you. So what I would like to say is stay in your like peace, operating in a heart frequency and higher. Not saying you have to be faking an emotion. I'm saying be the energy that was tied to that emotion. You feel me? Because once, pretty much do some Master Sensei type thing. Because at the end of the day, that's all it was really talking about. Getting back to a clear mind, sound mind, peace of mind. You feel me? Because at this time, when CMEs are hitting and you're not the type of person who looks at solar news every day, you're not realizing why you're feeling weird sometimes, especially depending on the way you eat. That's on the physical perspective, but I'm saying mentally, like when these CMEs are coming off the sun, that's tying to you. The thing is, it just it intensifies the emotion that you're in. And if you're like clear from emotion, then it intensifies the awareness that you have. It's going to be either or. And it's going to sometimes seem like your awareness, but if you have like anxiety and all types of things blocking it, then it's going to like, say like a person who's really sad and then they start drinking a lot. And then they reenact how they feel drunk as hell. That's happening. So when certain people are like tripping out and you don't know what the fuck you did, it's time to energy hitting that person. It's just when you're in that emotion, it boosts it up like you're on drugs. But it's something about when, and it's also bad because like when you're in anxiety, you're also dealing with your cells, and you can like shut your immune system down like that when you're always in fear. So that's why I say be in the heart frequency and higher, because this timeline is about to jump, and it's gonna happen random as fuck, and I'm gonna need you to just to be at peace with it. Just accept it, you know? Because either way, you gotta move forward. And that's what's going on. We gotta move forward. I'm telling you, this whole quarter for the timeline of the cycle isn't even over yet. It's about to skip about 30 years though. And your DNA most likely will pick up on it. The planet's gonna pick up on it. The automated system's gonna pick up on it. And it's just gonna be weird. You're gonna start seeing a lot of things you haven't seen before. Even more, like I've been saying. Because it's just like gambling right now. I feel like that's where they really created the idea from. Say like you have 3 dice. It's a game called CeeLo. But if you hit 4, 5, 6 with the 3 dice, you win every time. Even if the other person had a higher number, you win every time. 4, 5, 6, you're taking the pot home. Okay? You're taking everybody's money pretty much. 4, 5, 6. But the thing is, 4, 5, 6 is in between. It's pretty much the middle of 1 through 9. And then it's also the split point of 1 through 12, because it's a 12-year cycle. Right? So 3693 is the timeline. Just like the way everything operates, it operates in a 369 type of thing. Everything, pretty much saying everything operates in trinities. Okay? And these trinities represent cycles. Within the cycle, within the cycle, within the cycle. It's a loop. It's been a loop because it's your energy. So when you come back to perspective, to reality, then you start to see the illusion and how it's breaking right now. So, that being said, if it was the timeline and 3693 was the timeline, and we're in 2023, or supposedly 2024 on the Gregorian calendar, it's 2024. But really it's not yet. And the reasonings for that, how it's going to be 2024 February, is because of the timeline I told you. The rebirth, or the 9 deals with the year 2070, when they start releasing, when they were supposed to release the truth about everything that's going on. This is how I know there's some robots and some more shit. Cause like, why are they still trying to like go along with the frequency? As it goes up, they're trying to like, I don't know, like everything's being exposed that way. It's like weird. So it like becomes predictable. So like, when it skips though, when it settles, it's gonna be like 2007, 70. But then it goes into like the 80 parallel type shit. And it's like the 2100s. But that's how the DNA and the planet's gonna like pick up on it. And the automated system is set to the timeline, but it's set to frequencies that's coming off the sun. So when you're thinking you have to wait till the year 3000 You don't, because we're going through these dimensions on a physical state which dealt with those timelines. So every year we go to a higher state, but that higher state starts pretty much in April. So we're still in the 6, what I'm trying to say. And the 7 starts April still. Even though we're going into a futuristic, or pretty much still the past, but it's still futuristic. They're gonna start exposing a lot of like AIs and shit like that. But also, when 4, 5, 6 hits, 3, 2, 1 opens, which you've been seeing, and 7, 8, 9 opens in the skies. But you're starting to see a lot of weird things now. Like, just watch after the Super Bowl. Like February 8th is like the 8-8 portal. That's why I said like Ezekiel will deals with the Lionsgate